Drive sustainability is a perfect opportunity for an integrated approach amongst the auto companies to come together and share a common platform for how we look at some of the very important aspects of sustainability, like working conditions, our collective environmental footprint, and drive that down into the supply base so that we can really leverage and get scale on a number of the different aspects that affect the overall life cycle of the vehicle, helping to reduce our environmental footprint, ensuring proper and safe working conditions. It's a great opportunity for all of us to come together and share our best practices. Well, I think the trigger was a common need on the part of all the individual participants. When you look at the complexity of all the different countries that we operate in and the different regulations from country to country, it was an opportunity for us to try to have some commonization and harmonization across the industry so that there was more clear definition on what we're working towards, but to make it a little bit more succinct and harmonized. By bringing us together, we can come up with a common platform and set of standards and practices that we can then cascade down to suppliers who have to work with all of the different auto companies. But the more we can have harmonized and commonality of some of the metrics and standards around these important elements of sustainability, what it will achieve is hopefully some efficiency in how we go about driving this through all aspects of our collective businesses. We've been on a sustainability journey really for the over 100 years that we've been in business. And over the years, as we've evolved our sustainability practices and worked to incorporate that across all of our operations and our facilities, we really saw the need to drive that even further into the whole life cycle of the development of the vehicle, including our partners in our supply base. So Drive Sustainability comes together with us at a very opportune time to not only integrate the practices that Ford has already had in place, but to work with some of our partners, again, to get better scale on how we can achieve the goals we share collectively. The beauty of what Drive Sustainability has achieved is it's really for the first time brought together a group of companies to work on a more standardized and harmonized approach to achieving our collective sustainability goals. Not just amongst us as OEMs, but really to our Tier 1 suppliers, but even further down into the whole value chain, if you will, of the whole product creation cycle. Now, the success of it is ultimately going to depend on how well we can collaborate together, and it's not going to happen overnight, but the real achievement here is the coming together and the establishment of a basic foundation which can really allow us to achieve our goals in a more collective and really a more impactful fashion going forward. Ford Motor Company's approach to supply chain sustainability is really embedded in a few key principles, primarily around human rights and working conditions, ethics and transparency, and also the environmental footprint that is left in terms of the creation and development of our products. Our approach has been to cascade and communicate with our supplier partners what our metrics are and what our best practices are, and then use that opportunity to train our suppliers and communicate with them directly across their facilities, and then also to conduct audits to see how are our partners performing relative to how we're performing ourselves. So through collective training, communication, and auditing to make sure we're continuously improving, that's how this has fit into what Ford has embedded into our operations from a sustainability perspective. It's important for Ford to have high-quality products that minimize our impact on the environment. And by having supplier partners that share the same goals really allows us to have a collective opportunity to collectively reduce our environmental footprint globally.